Hello guys and welcome back to CNC Rivals. So today I am going to be showing off two beginner decks, one for GDI and one for Nod. And here are the decks right here. So you can see there's the deck right here. Easier look at it. There we go. You can see that's the cards. I'm using Kane. You can use Seth, but I prefer Kane for his ability to counter tech decks with the Obelisk of Light. You have the GI deck here, and here you go right here. I'm using her because she can help me control choke points, and this is very good, especially in this mode. So let's go ahead and get into some replays. Okay, so here's the first replay. This is against Flying Point. I think I actually faced him twice, and I think I won both times. And this is he's not a bad player, I don't think. It's just that deck doesn't work against rush decks because he obviously doesn't seem to have, I don't think he has Missile Troopers. I have to look at his composition. I don't think he has Missile Troopers because it would be pretty bad if he doesn't, because like, it's pretty mandatory. You carry Missile Troopers in your deck as like a normal thing. So I go straight into attack base. He builds a Shockwave, and this, honestly, my mind, when I saw this, I actually saw the unit when he was building it, and I'm like, my mind was blown that this dude just built a Shockwave unit. It's like, what the heck? So I continue going into, so he actually goes into, I go into a Venom to counter his Shockwaves, and he goes into a Jump Jet Trooper to counter my attack bite. So I retreat my attack bite. Now, honestly, this was an error, because I actually should have let them die so I can get my unit cap, lower my unit cap a little bit so I can build another Venom. I would have had actually really 3 Venoms had I done that, but unfortunately now I only have 2. And I probably maybe even would have been able to stop his Harvester Rush if I would have had 3 Venoms. Unfortunately, he does get my Harvester. However, it doesn't matter. It's pretty much futile in the end. You see he gets his Harvester back up and going. And you can see he, on the margin, barely gets my Harvester, unfortunately. So I do build a Banshee to go attack his Harvesters and to kind of apply pressure to him. This will give me somewhat of an edge, and you can see I do get the first missile. He does try to go ahead for missile control, but the Harvesters are very slow. He tries to move his Harvester to gain the missile, but the Harvesters are very slow, so he's not able to get there in time. So basically, he lost the first missile, which is already working out for us. So that's good, because he's playing a tech deck, and the one thing about tech decks is it's most but it's good because it makes it so that most tech decks were almost close to rely on losing the first missile, maybe to get confidence in their opponent. So that basically they would probably end up taking over with a late game tech. Unfortunately, I did not let him build up a lot of crystals, to the best of my ability, of course. But then he goes ahead and goes into a sandstorm to counter my banshees, so I can't continue harassing. But I go into a 2 missile troopers. Now, this was a mistake on his part. He actually made some pretty good mistakes. He should not have won. He should have actually probably gone for that middle tile and maybe built something, and then maybe built another mech to go for that. Instead, he put a healing drone there, and then he tried to go for my Obelisk of Light, which then got his unit killed, yet again messing up his Titan here. It's pretty much over. The Titans are way too slow, and I control all 3 tiles, so there's not much he can do. There's nothing he can do at all. So that's going to be the first match in the bag with the Nod early beginner deck for newer players entering the game. Now, once again, it may not work as well in Platinum, but it's a pretty decent deck in general. See you next time. So here is the second player we're against, Terry Bongard, and he is running a pretty cool deck, pretty decent one, not bad, but I do run against him. And the guy we just fought, Flying Point, he actually does not have Missile Troopers. Like, what the heck? Like, really? He would have been able to counter my Banshees a little bit more easier. Counter a lot of stuff I did. He would have countered my early game completely had he had jumped. So he goes straight into a Shockwave. Yet again, just like the other guy. So this will give me early crystal boosts, because he just spent 40 crystals. So he'll have to build up another 50 crystals just to get the Jump Jet Trooper he wants. So he goes straight into a Jump Jet Trooper. Bam! I still get his Harvesters, and I start basically running away with my attack bike to kind of send his units on a chase. But he didn't follow me like the other guy did. So I now go into a Flame Trooper, because I actually did see his Shockwave. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna counter this using flamethrowers, and I do counter it pretty easily. However, I'm like, okay, I don't want to take that much damage on it, and I will do it because honestly, the air pad is what was most important to me. So I go into this. He then uses his Jump Jet Troopers to attack my attack bikes. He then moves down over here to attack my other attack bikes, and then he builds a he then builds talons to counter my venoms, and I think I do get the first missile, or do I not? I forgot if I do or I don't. I think I actually do get the first missile here. I do get the first missile, and he loses the first missile. As you can see, I move my attack bikes down to finish off that talon. He moves his Wisdoms down to actually attack my unit here. I go behind my flamers here, and then basically let them finish him off. He goes into a hammerhead, and this was a pretty good mistake because I have flamers, I have attack bikes, and I have scorpion tanks. He did not have scorpion tanks. The only thing he really saw me so far was venomous attack bikes and flamers. So he pulled out a bunch of air. So he goes into my corner in a hammerhead base rush. We had again wasting another 100 crystals because I have laser troopers. So I then counter that easily using my laser troopers. I see he's going for a harvester rush. So I pull down my flame troopers to counter that. He uses Zion cannon to take out both of my missile troopers. So laser troopers. So bad micro there. He then builds a shockwave and probably thinking I'm probably gonna go for some type of infantry unit. He then uses his hammerhead to attack my first obelisk of light I've planted in the field in game. I go for another venom, which was actually a bad idea on my part. I already have flame coming up. There's actually no point in me doing that. But I mainly wanted to see if I can do it, to see if I can, kind of do a quick point grab. So I move my units in a grabbing way here. He tries to use his talent to kind of grab my point. I see he does do that, so I actually pull my attack bikes out of there. I think he thought my attack bike died, so he pulls his unit in. That unit dies. We tile bomb with this. The Jump Jet Troopers come in trying to do damage, but unfortunately, it's not over, but it's gonna be pretty cool. Now unfortunately he actually did it. I didn't let him steal the second missile from me, unfortunately. I think I let him steal the second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did let him steal the second missile off of me. Yeah, you can see his harvester. I let it through. I didn't micro that time on the harvester, but because of that, he actually lost his harvester, which I guess it's not really that worth because he gave me 100 points. He gave me a straight flat 100 points. So that was kind of not really that advantageous for him, but however, we did still get him. So we have our attack bikes take out that last hammerhead. He's still using the hammers. In my opinion, I would have actually stopped building hammerheads, especially when he knows I have lots of flamethrowers and stuff, especially when the hammerheads cost 100. 100 Tiberium. They're quite. So actually, I'm actually not gonna do this. This move is already coming pretty high to 7 minutes. So I'm probably gonna do another one on the GI, showing off the GI deck, because it's taking longer than I thought. But whatever. But once again, you can see here, I built another Obelisk of Light, and this is another mistake he made. He decided he wanted to attack my Harvester of Light instead of contesting the point, which was weird to me. So he then just sat there, and I microed so well with my attack bikes, basically preventing him from getting the next missile. And even if he would have even gotten on that point, or even if he would have actually gotten on the point with the hammerhead in time, he still lost his Jump Jet Troopers down below. So that's going to be it for today. This will be the Nod beginner deck, and I will be doing the GDI one pretty much right back to back after this. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.